Alright, so this week in Ireland, I've got a couple of things that I want to touch on. What's the crack? Welcome back, my friends. Welcome back to This Week in Ireland, episode number 65. And yes, I did just look down to see what number it was. Got a bone to pick with you. Apparently 40% of all of you watching this video have not hit the subscribe button. So what are you doing? You're coming back every week and watching these videos and you're not subscribing. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Also, leave a comment down below. And also, let's see if we can hit 1,000 likes in the first 48 hours. If we do, I'll shave my head. Now, before we get into all the stuff that I want to talk about, the stuff you're probably here for, I wanted to give a big shout out to Alex, the absolute gent, that won the live stream quiz the other day over on Twitch, and he won this lovely sexy pizza that looks absolutely There's gonna be another quiz. Pretty much I'm gonna have one every single Thursday on twitch.tv/Adam Redmond Plays. I click the top link in the description and it'll take you straight there. I'm gonna do the quiz at 9:30 every Thursday. So this Thursday, 2 days from now, you can go to Twitch, my account on Twitch, and I'll be live and I'll be doing a quiz and you can win a lovely takeaway of your choice. See you there. And also, big shout out to Paul Hyland. He didn't win the quiz, but he done something for me a couple of weeks back and I forgot to give the shout out and I've only just seen the note in my copy. So big shout out to Paul. You're a gentle scholar and an absolute beauty, and I appreciate you a lot. Gardaí found man tied to crucifix having naked bum whipped at BDSM party during brothel raid, court is told. Now see, this here it sounds so strange and it shows you that we have some very weird parties going on in Ireland that you probably would never know about. It's not really my scene, quite honestly. It's not something I'm into, but two people that I know that enjoy this, and it might actually be them, they're just not named in the article, be like Ryan Marr, Mikey Megan. I know Mikey enjoys being whipped and I know Ryan would like to be the one doing the whipping. Whether it's them or not, I guess I won't know because they're not named in the article. Lads, if it is you, I don't know, come out and own up to it. Moving on from one story with a lot of cocks involved to the next one. Two closure orders saved the food businesses in June, including one Dublin takeaway infested with cockroaches. So I want to actually name the businesses involved for fear of the video getting taken down, which could happen, has happened before, and could happen again. But anyways, what I will say to you, if you live in Jenkinstown in Louth and you regularly eat out, one of the businesses is situated there and another is situated on Parnell Street in Dublin. They found live and dead cockroaches in around the kitchen where food is being prepared and ready to be served to people out in the dining area or takeaway or whatever it may be, and they've been shut down for a day or a couple of days because the places, I should say, are absolutely filthy. So if you eat regularly on Parnell Street and in Jenkinstown in Louth, I'd be a bit cautious on where you're eating because that is absolutely vile. Hello, what's the crack? My apologies for interrupting the video like this. I'm gonna let it play now in a couple of seconds. I just wanted to say today, the 14th of July, current day, 2 hours from now at the time this video is posted, I am going to be going live on Twitch. I know I've mentioned this so many times about the live stream on Thursday, but forget about that for now. I need as many of you as possible to pop over today and have a chat and have a laugh. Click the top link in the description. I'm gonna be live today, so the 1,000 of you that are watching this video before 9 o'clock tonight, I need you all to pop over and say what's up. So now let's get back to the video. I'll see you all in a couple of hours in the live stream. Appreciate you, my friend. Director of Keogh's Crisps Company charged over cannabis find worth nearly €20,000. Not a good look, is it? The man involved is this man here, Tony Keogh, a lovely farming man. Though this time what he's farming ain't just your normal kitchen herbs. Anyways, the man is back as a free man. The bail was set at €200 and his next court case is in November. Now this is something that confused me. A lot of people are defending him online, saying he's a good farming man, he comes from a good family, he's just growing it for medicinal reasons. He's not doing anything really illegal, although growing cannabis is illegal as far as I know. At the moment, by the way. But here's the thing, if this wasn't a man in his 60s and it was just a 24-year-old in a tracksuit growing it in his house, I think the outcome of this court case would have been a hell of a lot different. Do I know if he's selling it or not? I don't know, I've no idea. All I know is he was doing this somewhere in Swords as far as I know, and he was growing it close to the road in a greenhouse. Someone passing by had seen it and rang the guards on him. Technically he wasn't really trying to hide it or anything, but does that mean that it's not illegal? No, still illegal. You could have recorded yourself doing it and it would have been still illegal. Here's the bigger question though, will cannabis be soon legal in Ireland? Probably not. Will it be legal within the next 5 years? Most likely. Now here is something that I wanted to touch on, although I don't usually do this, but it kind of irked me a little bit. So you see this man here, his name is Paul Stenson. He's owner of the White Moose Cafe, which is more camp than every campsite in Ireland, but for the time being we are going to call him Botox Barry. And Botox Barry is in drama mode on Instagram again for probably the 100th time, because he loves the drama, he loves the attention, he loves the growth that comes off the back of it, and partially because he's a 40-year-old man-child and he's a bit of a diva. Whew, I feel better already. Now, I have no problems personally with him. Any personal interaction I've had with Paul in the past has been relatively nice, but the persona that he gives off online is that he is a massive cunt. Now, the reason that I wanted to talk about Botox Barry in this video is that over on Instagram in the last couple of days he's been on his Marvel high horse and he's been calling out everybody in his Instagram stories that have been breaking guidelines for coronavirus guidelines, whatever you want to call them, and they've been travelling abroad and coming back and not self-isolating. Little bit of a hypocrite, might I add, considering your own fuck buddy came back from England and did not correctly self-isolate for 2 weeks. Paul, I know you're watching and I know you think I'm telling spoofs, but there was a picture of Jason sitting at the kitchen table with his family having dinner, which isn't correctly self-isolating because he's supposed to have no contact with any humans, even his own family. Now, I understand he was stuck in that house maybe for 2 weeks that we all know of, we're gonna have to take your word for it on that, but he's eating dinner and sitting very close around the table with all his family, who then his family are still going out after having contact with him, who's supposed to be self-isolating. They are still going out into the world, they're going shopping and stuff, which could potentially spread the virus. Now it's all said and done, it was a couple of months ago, but still, you didn't follow the guidelines, so don't then go and bash other people for doing the same thing. How do I know this happened? Because that picture of them around the table was posted on Instagram and I made a mental note of it. I was like, this is not self-isolating. I said it to me missus at the time. I said, look at this is supposed to be self-isolation or whatever, and Paul be the first one to bash other people, which is then gone and happened. Do I regret not getting the screenshot? Absolutely. Now let's have a look at Mr. Paul Coronavirus Cunt's Instagram himself. Reunited with little sis Eleni Payne. So you've reunited, you haven't been with her in a while, she doesn't live with you, might I add. Don't know where she's been off gallivanting, God knows what she's been up to. Is that 2 meters between you and her? No, absolutely not. If you live together and you spent every day together, that should be fine. But you don't live together and you've no idea where she was the previous few days, whether she was self-isolating, whether she was catching stuff in the shops, whether she was socialising with friends, and then here you are sharing the same breathing space in the same house as her, regardless of whether she's family or not. That's breaking the guidelines. One of the main reasons that I'm kind of having a go here is because Paul posted a picture a couple of months ago, and I made a mental note of this as well, of 2 of his staff. As you can see in that picture there, 2 of his staff most definitely not socially distanced from each other. But then when someone literally said, great to see social distancing in full swing, Paul got on the defense. Don't be so fucking smart, they are a unit. And there you go, on the defense, not admitting that he is wrong or that the staff is wrong. He's posting this picture oblivious to the guidelines that he should be following with his staff, with the manager of this business. He should be implementing rules in place to stop stuff like this happening. That was response, they are a unit. Fair enough, if they're a couple, fair enough, let them stay close if they live together. But if they don't live together and they live in 2 separate houses, whether they're a couple or not, they should be socially distant. I know plenty of people that hadn't seen their missus for a couple of months over all of this. And I know people that when they did meet up with their missus, they didn't give them a hug, they didn't give them a kiss. They stayed within the 2 meter distance and they had a normal adult conversation. Now Paul, as the owner of a business that's not going to implement the guidelines within the workplace, how are you bashing people on their Instagram stories for living their lives and not following the guidelines? By the way, something I want to say is I'm not defending all these cunts that are off travelling abroad, coming home and not self-isolating. I think they're all in the wrong. But I just wanted to say that Paul is a bit of a hypocrite and a bit of a diva. Lo and behold, there's another picture of Paul failing to understand the 2 meter social distancing guidelines. Yes, you could say that's his fuck buddy and it's okay for them to be close. Maybe partially true if they live together, which I'm pretty sure they don't. As you can see in the background of that picture is a thing that they call the moose box, which at one time I've seen 3 people in that on his Instagram stories. Did I get the screenshots? No, because I didn't expect to be making this video. There's no way that even 2 people fit in that and at 2 meters spaced apart, let alone 3. Now Paul, there's been countless bits of proof of non-socially distant activities in your workplace on your Instagram stories. If you don't believe me, this is just between me and you, Paul. Pop into your archives, go back and watch some of them. video and you will see exactly what I'm talking about. Now we could go on with this for days, but all I'm saying is, Paul Stenson, I know you're watching and you're probably gonna send me a DM after this. Stop bashing people online for doing the same stuff that you are. Get off your moral high horse, because you're no fucking angel. This ain't even completely related to that, but just to kind of put the nail in the coffin on you being a major bellend, if I'm honest. What about the verbal agreement you had with an in-house photographer? You got them in, they done a photo shoot, you even used their photos, which would imply that their photos were of good standard, and then after that you completely ignored the verbal agreement and you've completely blanked that person, nor did you pay them for any of their work. If that doesn't cement you as being a bellend, then I don't know what does. Now my friends, that's gonna be all from today. I know I didn't need to add in them couple of minutes at the end, but you know what? It's a little bit of filler. I'm gonna add a little bit of spice to the video, and we'll see what happens in the coming days. As I said, that's gonna be all from today. If you want to see the behind the scenes of all the videos, go to Instagram. It's just Adam Redmond. And if you want to catch me on a couple of live streams, you gotta go to twitch.tv/Adam Redmond Plays. And I'll also see you on Thursday for a quiz where you can win yourself a lovely prize. Thanks very much for watching. See you later. Goodbye.